Yes, so shall we start?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you introduce yourself?
Total, I have 9.6 years of experience, which includes 9.6 into 9.6 into overall, 4+ years into SAP FICO as remaining as accounts executive. I have two support projects and one implementation. I have good experience with all the modules in FI, which includes general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, bank accounting, asset accounting, etc. And in controlling side, I do have experience on cost center accounting, profit center accounting, and internal order. But when it comes to individual level, I have good experience with the configuration of FBZP configuration, foreign currency valuation, dunning, electronic bank statements, IDOC, and data medium exchange. When it comes to cross-module applications, I do have good experience with FIMM integration and FISD integration. I have good experience with S4HANA, and I'm strong in financial accounting.
How many implementation projects you have completed?
Yeah, I've done one implementation.
Sorry?
I've done one implementation.
Okay. And to the support projects, what you have worked, is it in for HANA or ACP?
It's in ECC and S4.
Both.
Yeah.
So mentioned success and account executive. So what exactly you have done over there?
Let's Accounts executive, I mean, performing bank reconciliation on weekly and monthly basis, creation of chart of accounts and for our new clients, calculation of payroll and posting the entries, reviewing the trial balances. That's all.
So where did you work as an account executive?
I have worked in Cognizant and Hinduja Global Solutions.
So you have got knowledge in both FI and CO?
Mm, yeah, more into FI I was into, but into CO, I know internal order, cost center accounting, and profit center accounting.
So you have worked on it or you have um, knowledge on that?
No, I have
Do
knowledge
you have
on
a hands-on experience?
that and some hands-on, but I'm purely into FI.
You're interested. In FI, do you have any particular module? Um,
No,
like that you are good in so and so submodule, something like that, or you're good in
like
all the submodules?
like all the submodules.
So as you mentioned that you have worked on S4 HANA, have you worked on new GL concept? Or are you aware of the new GL concept?
Yeah,
Yeah. Can you tell me what exactly is new GL?
in UGL there are new GL features like panel ledger, document splitting, CO2 FI reconciliation, segment reporting. So, parallel accounting is one of the new GL future. Parallel accounting means posting the documents with different accounting principles in separate ledgers. Here we will create leading and non-leading ledgers. Need to do configurations define leading and non-leading ledgers, define ledger groups, activate the non-leading and assign the relevant leadings to ledgers to ledger groups, defining of account principles, assigning accounting principles to ledger groups, defining document types for the ledger view and general ledger view, define the number range for the GL view. Uh, while posting the transaction, we can assign particular ledger group. Leading ledger means entries will be posted with the main ledger. This is
have you, in your implementation projects, have you done the ledger settings?
ledger settings. Yes, I have.
So how did you manage to do the ledger settings, or how it is done in S4 HANA? So what all things you have made it clear? How you have configured the ledger settings basically?
In ECC, we will create the currencies with the T code OB62. In S4, we should use the T code FIN SC ledger for the configuration of currencies and ledger. We have created leading and non-leading ledgers and extension ledger.
Okay.
Based on the accounting principles.
And what is the purpose of extension ledger?
Extension ledger, like in S4, we should extension ledger can be created at any time during the year. It means this ledger need not to be created at the beginning of the year. Physical data will not be stored, but when we can see in the report specific posting and updated in AC Docker table. Data will be stored in BSEG. Even if you post extension, data will not store in BSEG even if you post extension ledger transactions. Even same currencies and physical year variant as leading ledger and posting period variant can be different.
Do we use ledger group?
Ledger groups for posting like to multiple ledgers.
What are the so you're saying the fifth ledger you're using for the configuration purpose, right? So under the fifth ledger, what are the configuration settings? Do you remember that? What are basically you configure step by step?
Oh, for extension,
Not only extension, generally asking about the ledger settings. So when you go to fifth ledger, what all settings you will be performing in that?
we'll be having we need to configure define leading and non-leading ledgers, define leading groups, activate the non-leading non-leading ledgers and assign relevant ledgers in ledger groups. Defining of account principles, assign accounting principles to ledger groups. We'll define document types for the ledger view and general ledger view. We'll define the number range for GL view. We see ledger company code combination in table T88 2G.
What do you define here?
No, we'll define we need to assign the ledgers. We need to assign the number range for the ledger view.
Okay. In S4 HANA, how do we manage the GL master data? Or what are the significant changes which are brought up in the master data, GL master data?
In S4, first we will discuss the changes in general ledger, like creation of GL account. We could see the GL account type as a profit and loss account and balance sheet in ECC. But the options has been changed to GL account type as balance sheet account, non-operation expenses and income, primary cost and revenue, secondary cost, then cash or bank account type added to added from 2020 version while creation of GL in FS00, line item option has been removed. While creating a chart of accounts with the T code OB13, controlling integrations is not available in S4 because cost element creation in integration to GL account in FS00. Secondary cost account has been added in document type in OBA7. Open and close posting period part, there is a third interval added in OB52, which is related to CO periods, like a foreign currency revaluation. There is a new T code has been introduced as FAGL underscore FCV. The stimulation ledger has been introduced while running foreign currency revaluation. In ECC system, we will allow three currencies. Three currencies are allowed, but in S4 system, we can allow maximum up to 10 currencies. While creating GL in ECC, we have the option of the line item display field in S4. In S4 HANA, this field is removed, but we could see the fields in table level in S4.
But again, coming back to my question, like how do we handle the GL master data? Or what exactly is the change in the GL master data level basically?
Yeah, master data level, that is we could see the GL account type as profit and loss account and balance sheet in ECC. But this option has been changed in GL account type as balance sheet account, non-operating and non-operating expenses, primary cost or revenue and secondary cost. Yeah, it is the secondary cost, need not to be created the cost elements in CO CO side.
So separate cost element master is no longer required basically.
Yeah.
Right? The integration of the cost elements which is handled. Yeah. You also mentioned you have worked in DME in your resume. Yeah.
Yes.
So have you worked in the DME configuration in S4HANA?
No, in DME, I have not worked. I have copied the existing tree.
Existing tree you have copied, but have you made the modification to the tree?
I did not get the chance to
do that one. So do you know how a tree can be modified based on the requirement?
Yeah.
So what are the options available in the tree? For example, if I wanted to change the address of the vendor.
We have different mapping procedures in DME tree, constant structure field, reference to tree node, aggressions, and exit mode, and wound mapping. This mapping procedure can be found in the attributes tab for each node in the DME tree.
So worked on BCM process?
BCM, no, I have not. I have knowledge of
it. Okay. And NBC? Have you worked in NBC?
No, sorry, I could not get that in those areas.
Okay. And what about the bank statement? Have you worked on bank statement processing?
Yes, I have used.
Which format have you used in your project or in the previous project?
Yeah, MT940 format.
MT940 format. Okay. And have you also cleared the subledger, or it's only the
yeah, I've cleared the subledger. It will be based on the assignment rules.
Okay.
Like so, posting types in.
Okay. What if banks change their sequential bank sends the statement in a sequential way, right? So suppose bank change the statement was like 1, 2, 3, and the fourth statement is missing, and it comes the fifth statement. So how do you handle that situation?
In this situation, we need to ask the bank to provide the statement. Uh, like to upload uh, uh, because like last statement closing balance should be uh, equal to the beginning balance of the currency statement.
Have you worked on month-end activities?
Yeah, I have worked on month-end activities.
What are the month-end activities which you need to handle?
Usually we have month-end activities like foreign currency revaluation that we code FAGL underscore FCV. We have open and posting periods that the code would be OB52, actual accrual entries, recurring entries, managing of GRIR clearing account, like maintaining exchange rate types. Mm, then we need to run the depreciation run. It will give the support on the all the activities if user has any issues. I majorly worked on AFI and only.
Okay. And in the foreign currency valuation, and then what is the main difference of the foreign currency valuation process in EPC versus the S400?
Mm, the difference between ECC and S4HANA is there is a new stimulation ledger has been introduced.
What is the use of that?
Then the use of uh, uh, the stimulation ledger uses is a part of extension ledger. Stimulation ledger will have an underlying ledger or like base ledger. We'll store the FX run in the stimulation ledger for temporary purpose, and it is used for analysis. Um, it does not impact for your bank books of accounts. Mm, Once we selected the delete existing simulated data, then it will be deleted the data in stimulation ledger. We can run the foreign currency revaluation in multiple times for stimulation ledger. Uh, it will be post of documents will be with the prefix S. We could see ledger wise document the T code is GD22.
Valuation areas in this advanced foreign currency
Yes,
valuation?
yes.
We use?
Come again?
No, do we use valuation area in the ECP process or in the S4HANA?
Yes, we will use here we will use here also, and we will run the foreign currency revaluation based on the valuation area.
Have you worked on asset accounting?
Yeah, asset accounting, yes, I have worked on.
What are the so you also worked on the as you worked on implementation project, you in which phase you have started your implementation project?
I have involved in realization phase.
Okay, so that is in the so you should be aware of the cutover task, right?
Yeah.
What are the cutover tasks involved for asset accounting?
Tour activities for for asset accounting. I have legacy asset takeover date with. like enable company code for GL data migration and default posting date as the last date of the period, like master data upload, transaction data upload, like.
Okay. Apart from that,
Mm. Apart from like asset changes in company code, like transferring the date, it means which date, like the company like change the company code status with the T code FAA underscore CMP underscore DT. Like we can transfer the data. It means which date takeover balance upload in SAP. Like then we should use the document type to post like asset migration document. Then we should have a specific ledger posting like open and close physical year based on the depreciation area. Then we can then we need to assign the offsetting GL account offsetting GL account which is not open item GL account. Then define the transaction type for the transaction the transfer of open items.
the new change in that module, the bit coding module with respect to for HANA changes.
With respect of S4 HANA changes, like there is a new technical clearing account has been introduced. It is a part of it is at second part like operating level and valuation level. At operating level, it is application for all the accounting principles and ledger, and it will be updated vendor specific and will not be updated in asset account. As valuation level, it is applicable for specific accounting principles and ledger. Here we'll update the asset balance at the depreciation area level. When we talk about journal entries at the operation level, the accounting entry would be technical clearing account debit and vendor account would be credit. But at the valuation level, the entry accounting entry would be respective asset account debit, technical clearing account would be credit. This technical clearing account useful for asset reconciliation at ledger with the accounting principles. At accounting principle level, technical clearing account will be show zero balance. Then use of technical account will be we can use the different document type at operation and validation level, and can we use the differences document split values. When it comes to depreciation area in ECC, we could see the only one depreciation area will be real time depreciation. But in S4, we could see all the depreciation areas are real time, like real time depreciation area. Due to this, there is no data depreciation. Data depreciation means different difference between two depreciation areas. When we talk about depreciation run, the transaction code AFAB, we have different option in ECC like planned depreciation, repeat, restart, unplanned depreciation. But in S4HANA, all these options are not allowed. Even we can run the depreciation at accounting principles in S4. Um, Once we run the depreciation in ECC, we can't see the individual asset depreciation amount at the entry level, but we can see all the reports at report level. But in S4, we could see all the individual asset depreciation amount at entry level only. Like there is. There is a depreciation the depreciation program that has been changed to FWA and underscore depreciation underscore post in AFAB T code itself. Smoothing option is not available in posting of depreciation in S4 HANA. Smoothing means difference amount in depreciation due to change in rate of depreciation. This difference will be spread over remaining periods in current fiscal year. But in S4 differences amount by default consideration catch-up method. Uh, uh, in S4, we can carry forward the asset balances through FI side with the transaction code FAGL GBTR. There is new table has been introduced in S4 that is ACDOCA. There is two more ledgers are introduced in S4 extension ledger and predictive ledger.
What is the challenging? You have worked on a support project, you are saying, right?
Yeah.
So you have handled multiple tickets and all.
Yeah.
So what is the challenging or challenging incident which you have resolved?
When I was in a support project, one ticket has been assigned to me, which is related to asset account. When the user trying to post the asset acquisition entry, it pushes the message error message as asset acquisition allowed only in capitalization year. This is a month-end incident with high priority. I have done the analysis with the in different ways, checked whether asset blocked or not, checked the depreciation areas, then checked what is asset values, and multiple ways in I have cross checked. Then I could see one of the interesting part in depreciation key is in the depreciation area in the depreciation area key, we could see one option as asset requisition only allowed in capitalization year. This option was enabled in depreciation key. So I have created the new depreciation key with the transaction code AFAMA and tried to create asset acquisition entry. Change in depreciation key is not easy because it is assigned to multiple assets. Then we have taken the relevant approvals to create a new depreciation key and inform to users. Then finally users are able to post the acquisition entry. This is the as a support ticket I have filled.
So, have you worked on automatic payment program?
Yes, I have worked on automatic payment program.
So, during automatic payment program or S110, if you have, let's say, one vendor, okay, and 10 invoices, so how the system will pick or consider the invoices for payment?
Okay. It will be considered in individual, it will be considered in individual item only. But here we can have, here we can have the option in FBZP T code to group the line items.
Yeah, grouping is okay, but how it picks for the payment on what basis?
It will be picked based on the payment method.
Payment method, anyway, it's a mandatory one.
Okay.
But whether all 10 invoices would be considered for payment?
It will be based on the payment terms and next payment run date.
Know the main criteria too. Like the invoices, not all invoices are necessary to fix for the payments.
Correct. We can we can select the like particular payment uh, payment for the invoice. Like even bank determination, it also will be impact.
No, but the important thing is that you need to consider the due date. Otherwise, how it will pick.
Oh, I said with like as per the payment terms. So.
And have you worked on FIMM, FISG integration?
Yes.
So, can you tell me like how the FISG is integrated? What is the main criteria to integrate them?
FI2SD integration will be start with the sales order. There is no accounting entry with for sales order. When post goes issued with the T code VL01N, the accounting entry would be cost of goods sold account debit with the transaction key GBP with the VAX. Like inventory account would be credit with the accounting entry BSX. The accounting keys are maintained in OBYC T code level with a combination of account modifier and valuation classes. But when issue of invoices to customer, the T code will be VF01. The accounting entry would be customer account would be debit. It will pick from it will be picked from sales order. Revenue account would be credit. These necessary configurations will be done in T code VKOA. Then we have different tabs available in VKOA like application area, condition type. It is two types like KOFI and KOFK. KOFI if we not maintain cost objects in sales order, then we'll choose KOFI. It will be post KOFK. It will if we maintain cost objects in sales order, then we'll choose KOFK. It will be post then entry in FI and CO like chart of accounts and sales organization, account assignment groups for customers, account assignment groups for material, accounting keys like GL accounts. Then when we receive the amount from the customer, the accounting entry would be incoming clearing account would be debit and the customer account would be credit. When we do the actual bank reconciliation, the accounting entry would be main bank account would be debit and the incoming clearing account would be credit.
Integration. Have you worked on MM integration?
Yes, I have worked on FIMI integration. It will be this FIMI integration will start with the purchase order. There is no accounting entry with accounting entry. When receive of goods from a vendor, the T code MyGo with the movement type 101, the accounting entry would be inventory account would be debit with the accounting key BSX and the GRIR clearing account would be credit with the accounting key WRX. These accounting keys are maintained in OBYC T code based on the movement types and the valuation modifiers and valuation classes and GL accounts. When receipt of invoice from a vendor with the T code MyGo, the accounting entry would be GRIR account clearing debit. Vendor account would be credit. When payment to made payment made to vendor, the accounting entry would be vendor account would be debit and outgoing clearing account would be credit. When we do actual bank reconciliation, the accounting entry would be outgoing clearing account would be debit and the main bank account would be credit. Our role will be validate the accounting entry in FI and the FI end and will assign the respective GL accounts in OBYC T code.
If MM team has completed their GRIR process.
Okay.
If as a finance person, if you want to validate the accounting entries, what all will you consider in mind, or what all things should be validated based on the accounting entry validation? What all you will make sure that the entries are correct?
I will validate with entry like whether inventory is inventory GL account is assigned yeah, like with the BSX accounting key in OBYCT code. And I will check the like what are the movement types they have used for this configuration, and which payment terms which payment methods are considered.
Similar way for if an SD person has posted completed their posting, and then how do you validate the accounting entry?
For FISD, like there will be we will validate like correct revenue accounts are like whether the revenue accounts are considered or not. This will be done in VKOA code. And then sales discount or foreign sales discount is assigned like correctly considered or not. Like we will consider the customer master like account assignment. Like we will consider the customer master like account assignment or customer considered or not. Those are in FISD. Yes, of course. Based on the condition types.
Suppose if if a person or a client raised a PO, okay, for one let's say 13 USD. Okay. For around 50 quantity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A good receipt or a MIGO was done for that price. So around 13 USD. Okay, the goods receipt was done. Now they wanted to do the Miro transaction at an USD of let's say 50. So okay, and for the same quantity. Okay. So what would be the solution from an BFI perspective? Like the accounting entry would be like GRIR account clearing account would be debit, and price difference account would be debit, and vendor account would be credit. This is the like price controlling differences price at the PO and invoice type. We will assign the price controlling in material master in accounting one tab. It is two types like standard price and moving average price. If we maintain the price control with the standard price in master material master, then discount amount will be to price difference account. If you maintain the price control with the moving average price in material master, then difference amount will be hit to inventory account. Have you worked on any interface objects? Interface items, any interfaces? Yes. IDOCs. What interfaces? IDOCs. IDOCs is okay. IDOCs is a way how do you post the transaction network, but any interface you can name it? I did not get the chance to like let's say Trintech or anything Edicom. I worked in you have not worked on any. Yeah. From a GL perspective, as you worked on implementation, what all cutover activities are required to perform during go live? For that, we have to create, all the for that we have to create all the basic settings and open and posting periods, and new document types and uh,
migration of GL account need to be created.
Once the data load, right? Once transaction data loaded from suppose we are migrating, okay, this is for HANA.
Okay.
So what do you make sure to validate the transaction entries?
Like GL.
How do we validate in S4 HANA?
Yeah. In S4HANA, here we'll migrate the GL account should be GL account should be zero balance. Even TB should be tally.
That you have knowledge in controlling, right? Do you have hands-on in controlling?
Hands-on, yes, I have with
Okay.
asset under construction settlements.
AUC. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the major difference between primary and secondary cost element?
Major differences. Like major differences, like cost elements are divided into two, like primary cost element and secondary cost elements. Primary cost elements are created based on the expenses GL account. There will be a financial impact. The secondary cost element are created only in controlling. There will be no there is no not a financial impact. These cost elements are always zero. Like for example. Examples are cost allocation or order settlements. Primary cost categories like 0 1 for primary cost, 0 3 for accruals, 11 for revenue, 12 for sales distribution. And for secondary cost category, like we have 21 for internal settlement and 31 for order analysis, 41 for overhead rates, 42 for assessment, 43 for internal activity allocation.
Yes, how do we, as you said that for the MM integration, so how does the S4HANA controlling integrate with the MM?
Like it will be like with the cost elements. It will be with the cost elements integrated with the GL side. Uh, we will create the secondary cost secondary cost in GL account in FS00.
And do you heard of profitability analysis?
Profitability analysis, yeah, but it is in CO module.
Okay. Are you aware of product?
No, I'm not like I did not get on chances to work on those areas.
Okay.
But if I get chance, I'll definitely I can explore myself.
Have you worked on tax module?
Yes.
Do you know about withholding tax?
Yes.
What do we use withholding tax?
Withholding tax means we will deduct a certain amount from vendor while making payment or invoice level. We have to do the required configuration for the withholding tax. Like first we need to define business places, and then we have to define selection codes. Then need to define withholding tax keys. Here we'll use that. Here we'll use to identify different withholding tax types. For example, 194A for interest income for other than securities, 194C for payment to contracts, 194D for insurance commission. Then we will define reasons for exemptions like a 50% tax exemption or 100% tax exemption for defense. This will be activated with this will be active business place. Here business place will be responsible place to deduct the TDS. Then withholding tax can be deducted at 2 point of times. It can be either at the time of invoice or at the time of payment. So define withholding tax types for invoice posting is withholding tax types is assigned for invoice purpose, and the same will be same will not be triggered at the time of payment. And also have we have different options like base amount calculation, whether it is gross amount or net amount, and rounding rules and accumulator types. Uh, Even here we can enable the options of rounding of withholding account, like manual update with withholding tax based on it will be allowed to modify the base amount while posting invoice. Even here there is an option of manual update of withholding tax amount. We'll define the withholding tax types for the payment posting. Then we have to maintain the tax due dates. Then we have to assign the withholding tax to company code. Then we have to define the withholding tax codes. Here we will update fields like withholding tax types, withholding tax codes like percentage subject to tax, withholding tax rates. Then we will assign the withholding tax types to types and codes in the vendor master level at company code. Until we select the liable option, the vendor master level, it will be calculated withholding tax amount.
Thank you for the time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah. Bye.